That's gonna have to be you when global warming hits. Okay? Anyways, back to the shit show. Today we had this 1 hour MACD cross that I kept yapping about. Okay? Will it have any follow through? Well, there's two possibilities here. We either gap up and go test this area here, or we're gonna go for a double bottom. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, either one. Okay, now if you look at these 1 hour crosses lately, even in a downtrend, they have followed through, sold off though, but then gone some more. So if we tomorrow have a situation where we are up, sell if you took the swing and buy the dip. Okay, because almost always we'll get the cross, we'll get a pop and a sell and another move up. Okay, and I expect it to be the same. Okay, so this is the 1 hour down channel. Very good that we closed above the 9. We visited underneath. We closed under the 21. That is to be expected. We could even get a test of the 9 or lower day. I still think we get our pop. Today was Yom Kippur. You have full moon on Friday, and I don't know, for a long ass time I've been playing the run into the full moon. So I expect that to still follow through. Now there's a lot going on. Okay, we are in free fall. We took a break here. Why did we take a break here? Well, we have these levels here still from June. Do I see us testing down here? Yes, I do. But I would like a pop first and then down. Okay, do I still think we got more downside? Yes. Now the market risk today flashed red. It flashed 300. I've seen that before. That's when Dali came out and saved the market last year with some BS comments. So I want to speak about the Dixie. Now there's a few things you need to understand. Okay, when you look at this chart, you might think, oh, the Dixie is strong. Well, this is the relative strength, not the absolute strength. And again, this is the relative strength to other currencies. But what happens when all currencies are dropping the soap all around the world due to forced inflation? Okay, like, keep it simple here. Your shit costs more. Okay, your dollar is still worth less. Its relative strength to other currencies a little higher. Okay, now we broke above the March high. Where can it go? If you see here, I got a level right there that we hit. So if we want more upside, we want this dollar to be flagging up here and then nose dive. Might be getting some action here, but again, that's the short term. Long term, this is a huge problem. This 10-year yield, is it gonna go higher? Yeah, most likely. I mean, look, you have a Fed pretending to be so inept that they don't know what they're doing and they're quote unquote winging it. I put in a little bit of a Mr. Trend line here. They're not winging it. They know that the system is completely unsustainable. So even if we get a move down to here, short term, this is going to bounce and go much higher. Loss of trend line on the way down could trigger that rally. Now, I think it is a great time to start watching Oxy here when oil is given a little bit of a break. Oil is going to go way higher. The proxy war will not end. Inflation will not end. Will we have a exit liquidity rally? Yeah, I totally think we will have that end of year. Absolutely. Uh, so as far as SPX, I mean, the setup's there for a nice bounce. How high? Do I think we fill the gap? No, but if we do, great. Then you can short higher. That 89 is still coming down on the 1 hour, and price is not gonna get above it. Okay, it's turned down now. Now it's time to go down here and then come back up. Okay, put in probably a lower high. Not gonna get that high. So play this 89 MA. It's slow. It's good. Wonderful. I had pointed out today a level. What was it? 1883 or something. We didn't quite get there. Big's turning down. Whatever. I mean, look, as I said in the chat today, we had that. I'm gonna investigate if I can come up with something. I've already come up with something. I'll show it, that shows that Nvidia is going to absolutely fly, which it did this morning. Besides that, all my stuff told me we're gonna chop and base and have an early high, so that played out. I took, on a possible break, I took some QQQ calls, then we retraced and we chopped, and I took a break because I just saw us chopping. Those calls came back at the end, sold some of them, swinging some, did 20% on the 5% challenge. So not the most exciting day, but followed my plan, and I'm happy as a camper. Now for ES tonight, here I have possible high here. This is Friday high, okay? And that is if this is indeed a early inverted head and shoulders that then retraces, and then that relief rally is later on in the week. So most likely this is a inverted head and shoulders. And again, back to what I said about the 1 hour, if we see ourselves up here tonight, maybe try to short it down here, and then we'll see. If not, no biggie. Lowest I have for tonight is actually here, holding this level. So not the biggest range, might not play it, might see what Europe or China do at open. Yom Kippur has usually been a, by Yom Kippur, and since we have full moon on Friday, I would like to play this relief bounce, and then probably sure that we sell after that before we have our relief bounce, which we will cover more at a later date. When exactly, I dropped some crumbs on about it in the MA video. Here had a little bit of a rebound on the Namo. Can go higher. Obviously, we got, what do we got? We got dead ceiling. We got a bunch of bullshit going on. Are they gonna reach a deal? I don't know. Probably not. Who cares? I mean, again, it comes down to, is it time for the system to fail or not? So we'll see. I mean, I don't know how much Joe and Kev need to wine and dine. I don't really care, because the system's already so messed up. Like, would I be surprised about anything? No, not really. So not the biggest deal in the world. Now, messing around with a few things to try to catch these, obviously still in this channel, but that Nvidia move, that was the move today. Tesla has a nice freaking 1 hour setup here. If we are to go, that was already quite the move if you played Tesla today. Problem now becomes premiums, which were juiced already at open, therefore hence indices kind of chopping today, or basing more so, stayed within range. And I said there at the end, I was like, oh, they don't want to give the move away. When someone bought too much, then they slapped it down, and then obviously we got that in the day. Huge, big mic stick. If we can base tonight and just continue in this channel, and where are we gonna? You know, I'm just gonna sell those 361s, and if not, I mean, I also saw those 440s for Thursday juice. Just gonna stay out of trouble this week. Again, if we can get a Costco dump on earnings, as you can see, it usually dumps and then has quite the move. Last time we play, I think I sold for like 200, and then it went like something silly, like 2,000%. So if we could get a good old dump on a okay ER, Costco is never gonna go anywhere. Okay, neither is Amazon. Lockheed Martin, still not quite where I want it. It will get there before earnings. Baba, you know, I don't know. Look at that chart. Do you want to play that? Can it go? Yeah. Can it not go? Yeah. I have no idea. There's better plays out there. I don't know why I have Hood up here. I'm not currently playing it. You know, pretty strong day. Still looking for a flush on this, because this can also be separate from the market. Netflix, I expected more of a move, and no one wants to sit through this shit, right? Nvidia had that morning move, absolute freaking monster initial balance session, and then drained premiums. But what a move. I mean, yeah, that was... No, that's not the move. This is the move. Sorry. But then again, are you gonna, you know, you get that pop pre-market, then it sells. Sure, it holds, but you're kind of blind here. But nevertheless, you could have caught 430 and all the way up to, I mean, it's $10. Woo! But I usually don't play Nvidia first thing on Monday morning, so whatever. I mentioned this in the market analysis video. I still have my alert down here. Should probably test down there. And Apple, it was pretty evident early on that PPT again was around holding this market up. Now, again, there was no, I mean, the calls and the puts pretty much did nothing. I mean, this is some weird algo shit here. Really unplayable today. Again, I mentioned one of my new tactics is not trading at all midday, because it saves me a lot of money on premiums, and then coming in with a fresh mind to snipe that 5% challenge. As you can see, they're still doing that weird rotational BS, but they're not really taking the market anywhere. Nice little buys here at the end, sure. But again, you look at the 50-minute, it's pretty minuscule. But they could be, you know, getting ready for relief bounce. We're going to find out within days. Now, we got a bunch of data. This is a data week. Lovely. Let's quickly scroll through and check out the highlights here. What do we got here? Nothing really after hours. Oh, that is important. That's how they hold up their whole system. Got Redbook tomorrow. Consumer confidence, probably going to be great. New home sales, probably going to be great. So again, is bad economic data going to be good for the market? I think so, because then it's like, okay, Fed's bullshit act is working. And then we got, I guess that's important. Durable goods Wednesday. Oil, we'll see under the hood there, that could cause a reaction. Then we got European CPI again. Germany's CPI front runs ours pretty well so far. And look at this, previous 6.1, consensus 4.5, forecast 4.9. Why are they thinking that it's going to drop so much? Very interesting. GDP adjustment. And then obviously initial claims. And then on Friday, after, you know, landmines or, you know, diving planes, we got more European data. And then on Friday, we obviously have PCE, which could be that moonshot 0DTE play, depending upon how we do this week. If we're just going to chop all week, I'm buying calls on this. Okay, so that's my plan for this week. Now, since TikTok is like, it's like a Republican who is signing off on aid for Ukraine, I might be either moving operations to YouTube or Twitter. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, it's at Mr. Moontrain. Obviously, you're on the YouTube. I don't know, it's just frustrating dealing. I've written TikTok many times, but you know, since they won't provide me with the option to post my link, I'm not feeling it. So anyways, that is the recap of the day, and we'll take on tomorrow with a fresh mind. Love yourself, love your family, and God bless. Okay? And by loving yourself, I don't mean go out and splurge on yourself. Like, let your mind heal your body. All right. Later.